Hey folks, welcome back to Let's Play Nobunaga's Ambition, Sphere of Influence. I'm Serious JG. I had a long video last time because I was ending a recording session, and then I came to realize that while I was processing them, oh crap, I was exactly one video short of wrapping up a weekend. So I'm going to sneak in one more video. Hopefully this one won't go real long. But yeah, we're making good progress towards getting our territory back. Great progress if you, as I do, occasionally confuse the Uesugi logo with the Date logo. They're not really logos. But I don't believe at this point we realistically have the troop counts necessary to make an offensive push. Because, well, actually, we may not have the food. Well, actually, as I'm looking at it, some of these cities have gotten their troop counts back a bit. The newly conquered cities have more troops in them than you might have expected. But the problem here is that we need to have, in theory, I would need to have 3 units plus potentially 1,000 units or so from a tribal unit. I'd need to have like 7,500 hit points to storm Yonezawa Castle. That's not going to happen. So that's going to be multiple units going in there and just... They can't just encircle it and besiege it. They're going to have to storm it and take losses and get defeated. And then have someone else come in after the damage has been done. So it might be easier to take Inawashiro and Aizu Wakamatsu, which also won't be easy to take. Although, in theory... No, I think we need to have a little bit of peace. We need a little peacetime here, guys. Peace is the path. For now. Short-term peace. So, are any of these places likely to eventually have conscripts? This one might. But it'll be, yeah, I might eventually have, effect continues after changing structure. Well, I could go for a cargoman, because this could eventually be, this will be crops, and this will be craft. Now, I'll have 2 crafts. Orchard is the smart move here. Well, I've only got 1 officer over there doing anything, because I didn't transfer anybody there yet, maybe? Oh no, everybody else is just otherwise occupied, I suppose. Alright, well. I guess this means this place won't get a chance to do, somebody, working on the, Imperial Port right now? Yeah, he's on it. I'm curious about whether there's more I should be doing up in Asawa. Asawa might be our most built-up castle eventually, because I just don't intend to, let's see, a 2-story Tenshu. Doesn't really do that much for you unless you're going to use the castle for combat. This is not a place that's ever going to be huge. We would need a stone wall. Oh, that would increase our hit points even more. But we wouldn't have a lot. We'd have enough for a stone wall and a dual annex, but we wouldn't have enough for a castle facility eventually. I'd like to leave one slot free for a castle facility. But I'm actually probably better off doing a turret in one spot and a bailey if I ever think this place is going to get attacked. Increase attack power of units with muskets. Units. Attacks units surrounding the base. Increases resistance. Well, right now, with hit points of 3,500, it still seems like it's fairly safe. So instead of doing that, let's use the last of our labor for development. And then we really need the support of the tribes over here to help us with these castles that we'll be besieging eventually. And then I think we can chillax. A church has been constructed. That'll piss off the Uesugi even more. Let's decide what to do with the captives. We have Chikanori Suwabara. He will gladly serve us. Huh, he knows what side his bread is buttered on. Where that unit is off to. I guess it went to break the siege of this castle was being besieged. Oh, I know what I need to actually do on the next turn is scout those castles out so I'll get more accurate info. What's that decided to do with the captives? Ooh, we captured a lot of people, including KG. It is unlikely we'll be able to get many of them to join us, but as to loyalty, I cannot betray them. Who do we wish to execute? KG's not in this list. Does that mean that he joined us? We employed 3, we released 9. Oh wow, we employed KG. Very well. I should do all I can for you, my liege. Well, I guess we don't got to worry about that tiger hunting thing that he was... Or fierce play, like whatever that tactic was that he was using to crush us all the time. It's in our army now. He's useless in anything except war. In war, he's pretty damn good. So we're gonna want to keep him happy.
Let us begin the meeting. Here's last month's balance. Reporting in.
Appeasing the Amzo tribe worked well. Training has paid off. Let's see. This guy sometimes shows blatant hostility. Unskilled don't have a place around here. Yep. That's true. You are the unskilled. Now KG, who actually, at least per Samurai Warriors, must have been friends with Masamune at some point. But, emits strong loyalty. Yeah, he's actually... He's pretty damn happy around here, so I guess we don't have to worry about him. Cool. Well, let's move KG to one of these frontline type of cities. Although I don't know exactly where he was. He wasn't brought here. Oh yeah, this is way too many officers. They must have had some of our captured people end up here. We'll grab a few more from up here. Kamihato is going to have to kind of be our guardian against against the north for right now. Merchants here with some goods. Do we have anybody who's currently disloyal that I care about? Because by and large, the people with who are showing a disloyalty are probably the people who have the worst stats. That guy's stats aren't terrible. But the rest of these guys who are discontent, I mean, one of the reasons they have discontent is because they have the unskilled. Well, here's a guy who's got overall high stats. He eventually colluded with Masamune Date and attacked his lord. Masamune considered him family and respected his poetry and tea ceremony. So why is he so pissed off? He doesn't like Masamune at all, according to the... Oh, whatever. So eventually, we're going to need to start working on roads, but let's deal with the Uesugi at least first. So I want to perform recon missions. Actually, Eventide Fate is apparently going to be able to scout multiple enemy castles. So we'll send her without wasting anybody else's turn on it, if she's going to be able to do that. These groups already support us. And another turn. Sanada clan has done some stuff. Ishida clan has taken out some lesser clan, even though they're on their way out too. And we got canals ready to be changed.
Your orders? Here's last month's balance. Reporting in.
One more enemy castle has been scattered, and my trading is paid off. Those are not the same guy, despite the appearance. Alright, so this was not one of the castles that got scouted. But I guess these two were scouted in detail. So we know we got... Oof. More troops than I was hoping for. Let's continue the way of peace for right now. So we can do the reservoir here, because that will eventually allow us to build a depot, which is a useful facility. Up here, Eventide Fate did a good job of their scouting, but I might have overestimated just how much good you can do with scouting. Yeah, time for an orchard. By the time we actually, like this, that will really build up some of those slots to be excellent for, you know, whatever we want them to do. And we have developed our bases. We still have super friendliness going on with all these guys. We could investigate, have Eventide Fate use their ninja skills here again. And potentially ask our allies to attack Yonezawa Castle while we attack these ones to the south. I think I'll leave you guys out of it because you're liable to take over those castles. But they've got quite a few troops down there. It would be a real fight. It would involve pulling troops from everywhere to take both of those castles. Because we'd have to have... We kind of need overwhelming force. We need to take out the armies defending, but also be able to overwhelm the hit points of the castles. And we've constructed a reservoir, so that's a thing.
Your orders?
Templar.
Here is last month's balance.
Spent more than we made because of the infrastructure
Reporting
stuff.
in.
One more castles has been scouted. And I have improved just by telling you about that. Once again, go in and build improvements in the towns anytime I get a chance. Specialties. Watari is going to be a really good castle for us eventually. Cargoman. Why am I doing a cargoman? I might not have understood at the time. This really should be, because it's specialty and specialty and specialty. I'm not going to be building conscript stuff on any of these. I don't think I understood that properly at the time. Because this is conscripts and crops. This would be crafts and crops. I should never have built a village here. I don't know exactly what I was thinking or how I missed it. Like if I hadn't scouted the city yet. So I thought, hey, one of these will end up being conscripts. But no. In order to take advantage of specialties, I'm going to need to actually... Yeah, I won't be building conscript stuff on any of these. So I'm actually going to turn this back into a commons. As annoying as that is. And it'll take me 2 months to get it back to what it should be. Drat. Oh well. We're waiting for the harvest to come in before we make our next big offensive move anyway, right? Yeah. So a whole year fighting these guys. Tokugawa clan allied with Soma clan? Aren't the Soma clan, Okay, I guess the coalition is over. Or no, they're not in that coalition anymore. Well, they're allied with the Tokugawa, but I think I'm still going to try to take them out. We'll see. They don't like us one bit, though.
Your orders?
Templar.
Here is last month's balance. Reporting in.
We've got our rice and everything else is hunky-dory. Well, this place we can slowly start building back up into what it should be. Canals and an orchard. Oh, Sawa Castle could do an improvement of some kind. And I'm pretty much going with churches here. Because it's one of the few things that will really has 2 tiers and will increase your conscripts. Although eventually we might be more inclined to, like, at some point, I doubt I'll do this much micromanagement, but at some point I could go back to places that are no longer marching out troops and change the facilities to something that makes sense for a a backwater place that isn't going to be at front line anymore. I guess I never did find out how many troops are here. Yeah, we don't want to give them a lot of time. Because they don't have their full complement of troops here, but by the time they do, there'll be another like 3,500 troops. They've got a lot of troops in those cities. So whenever we're ready to attack, we need to attack with full-on force, because they've got like 10,000 troops. And I'm using much smaller groups of troops. Groups of troops. It's goof troop. But I want that stuff back. That's my territory, not theirs. So what we could do... Well, I could take out the Soma first to just get the threat off of my back. But I really want to get my own territory back from the Uesugi. Can I select it because it's not adjacent to your controlled country? Oh. I'm a little annoyed by that. I guess this is the only territory that is controlled entirely by me. That's not an enemy base. Suggests I'd have to do it manually. He's got rare goods. What if it's time to call in... Time to get our coalition friends to start attacking again. I hope they don't take over Yonezawa, but I think we want everybody to come together right now over them. Don't know how long we've got their aid, but relief forces cannot be secured, eh? What about you guys? Okay, so you guys can attack. That would allow me... I'd have to do it manually from these individual cities, but I could try to march out and attack at least.
If you need me to.
Yeah, she doesn't really have the warrior style speech patterns going, does she? That didn't quite go the way I wanted it to. So I'm gonna have a whole bunch of guys march.
We march.
To try to get the just get as many guys as I can all gathered up to eventually tire out the Uesugi.
Let's show them how.
So I've got lots of little smaller units than their big units, but I'll have a lot of them. That's what I'm getting at, and hopefully they will collectively be able to get it done.
We march.
I'll run out of horses eventually. But I shouldn't run out of food, because I should be able to get one major campaign off based on our harvest.
Let's head out.
Might be a good idea. It might have been a good idea to have Dragoon Corps activated for this. Oh, we got Monkey Merc and Grimmeth Reaper in the same base now, which is causing me a lot of confusion.
I'll show you how we do battle.
By marching! That's right, we march! And the rest can come later. We still got the peaceful music playing. Once they're all gathered there, I'm gonna have a bunch of them go after Inobashiro Castle, and have a bunch of others come up around the back way to try to take
We march.
Aizu Wakamatsu Castle.
Let's go.
We march.
We march.
Oh, nice. They're going up to fight there. They'll pull back eventually.
We're moving out, and we're winning this.
Oh, they're not gonna put much of a dent in those guys, but I don't even think they're gonna win that first fight.
I'll show you how we do battle.
No, full troop count.
Finally, some action.
But I didn't give you guys a target. Okay, so let's figure this out. You guys are going there. I got more than one unit here, or am I crazy? Kaiji's unit and this other one. Okay, I got myself all turned around here.
Understood.
How many more guys are coming? Quite a few. So I could probably have the Bloody Handed also be part of that.
Yes, my liege.
No, no, damn it. Alright, looking pretty good. So that's a combined force of 4.5, almost 6. About 7K are kind of moving in the area of Inobashiro. And I'm going to have 1, call it 2, call it 3, call it 4. It's actually a significantly smaller group moving towards Aizu Wakamatsu, so they might need to I might need to divert some of those guys there eventually. But I marched out of everywhere, so I hope the Soma don't get too froggy, because if so, I'll need to kill them.
Halt!
Oh yeah, see, I knew there was another unit there. I'm not trying to march on that unit, I'm trying to march on this spot. There we go.
Finally, some action.
Kind of need those guys to fail in their encirclement first, though. They will. Could be an interesting fight up here. It will definitely be to my advantage for them, the Megami, to do well, but I don't think they can really possibly do well enough to actually win, which would be more than I want. So we can't stop them. I've gained the genius traits. That's the power of the lucky traits.
Let us begin the meeting.
Oh,
Here is last
Lucky
month's
McGee.
balance. Reporting in.
Alright, and this has been a peaceful video for us. We've got a big army on the march now. But most of the video was calm and peaceful. Next time we're going to see bloodshed, though, because I've sent my allies in to soften up the Uesugi, but I will be attempting to take Aizu Wakamatsu and Inoashiro in one fell swoop. And then, depending on how much troop strength is left in my army and the Uesugi's by the time they're done repulsing the Megami, and wasn't there another allied army coming? Maybe they've already been defeated. Because I had guys coming up from these Shibata Castle. These guys were sending some friends to help with the party. But 600. Where is everybody? I thought they had more troops than this. I guess they sent a bunch of them up here. I mean, this is a sizable force here that's really been whittled down pretty well. Uncle Yoshiaki's done pretty well for himself. But yeah, we certainly have the strength necessary now. If we broke our alliance with these guys, we could take that castle back. I mean, eventually, I don't know if I want to expand into this zone. I don't know if we'll have time. But I certainly want to take all of this for our army. It kind of feels like it should be Date territory anyway, you know what I mean? Because at that point, if we have all of this as ours, logical place to expand to is Megami territory. Eventually we've got it so that there's a whole swath of Japan all the way cutting across the island that's ours. So nobody can get in and out without being allied with us or taking us out. Alright, that being said, I'm going to call it a video. When we come back next time, we will be having big battles with the Uesugi. I'm the Mysterious JG. I want to thank you guys very much for watching, and I hope you'll join me next time for more of Nobunaga's Ambition. Bye-bye. And by next time, I mean next week, the way I'm uploading these. So, see you.